Guess what's coming to PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch? Hey everybody, Blood Moon Bobby here. Sorry I've been gone for this past week. I know my video uploading schedule has been kind of haphazard and inconsistent lately, and that's because I've been dealing with quite a bit of an anxiety, and it was very tough to stay motivated. So rather than keeping going this really inconsistent schedule, I figured I'd take a break for the last few days. I did catch up on the latest Star vs. the Forces of Evil episodes, and oh boy, me and Gabby are gonna have a lot to talk about. Seriously, if you haven't seen them yet, go watch the new episodes. Don't go to my social media accounts until you've seen them. But that's if you're into Star. We're here to talk about the latest Wolfenstein game, Wolfenstein Youngblood, and Bethesda has come out with even more information about this game. So for people who don't know what's going on this time in Wolfenstein Youngblood, basically the story is BJ Blazkowicz, who was the star of Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. I played the Switch version of that game, and he has gone missing, and so his two daughters have to go find him in this alternate 1980s Nazi-occupied Paris. So that's the story this time. Basically, the most notable change in this version is that it's going to be a co-op game. You can either play this game by yourself and have AI controlling the other character, or you can play with a friend. So we're definitely really cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to it myself. Now, there are going to be two versions of Wolfenstein Youngblood. There's going to be a standard version and a deluxe edition. And the deluxe edition basically comes with a bunch of cosmetic items for the game, as well as this buddy pass that lets you play the co-op mode with a friend. Nice thing about that is one of my friends, Ross Sev, who you might know from some of my Nintendo related videos, he actually told me he pre-ordered the deluxe version for the Switch, and he's going to give me the buddy pass. So thank you, Ross. That's definitely really awesome. And if you pre-order either the standard or the deluxe versions, you'll get the legacy pack, which will have even more cosmetic content. Unfortunately, Bethesda said that Wolfenstein Youngblood will have microtransactions, which I'm just like, nope. I'm not going near them. No, thank you, Bethesda. I hope there's other ways that I could customize my character. Although when I played Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, I didn't really care for customization. Character customization isn't really my thing unless I'm dealing with my Mii's or if it's a character in Mario Kart. So the standard version of Wolfenstein Youngblood will cost $29.99 US, and the deluxe version will cost $39.99. So basically, it's going to be half the price of a usual game. And the game will be coming to PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on July 26th. So yeah, that's definitely really cool. I really wanted to concentrate this video more so on the Switch version, because when I heard the news that Wolfenstein Youngblood was coming to Switch, I was so relieved. Like, I was concerned that it was just coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC, which for me wouldn't technically be like a bad thing. I mean, I have a PS4 Slim and I really enjoy playing games on that PS4 Slim. Like, I've been playing a lot of God of War and Metal Gear Solid HD collection, and my sis has been using it to play like Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne. So we definitely have a lot of fun, and if it didn't come to Switch, I would have gotten it on the PS4, so no biggie there. But I'm still really glad that Bethesda and Machine Games and the rest of them still at least want to give the Switch another chance. And the main reason I was concerned that Youngblood wasn't coming to Switch was because Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus didn't really sell that well on Switch. So I was just like, ooh, I'm not really sure. I mean, yes, although Doom on the Switch didn't sell really amazing numbers, and even though Doom Eternal is coming to the Switch, I still had my concerns that, I don't know about Wolfenstein Youngblood. But I'm definitely really glad that Bethesda is trying again. And the Switch version is being developed by Panic Button, the really amazing company that works on the Switch ports for games like Doom, Wolfenstein 2, New Colossus, Warframe, and Rocket League. And I've actually played at least a bit of all 4 games, and Panic Button has done a really, really amazing bang-up job. I mean, obviously, they're not perfect ports on the Switch. Like, if you play Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, or Doom, there's definitely quite a bit of pop-in, especially in some really complicated scenes, and it looks a tad compressed, but it still really looks good for what it is, and it still plays really, really smoothly. I mean, I'll show you guys some footage of the Switch version of Doom. I mean, it's just really amazing this game is able to handle the experience really, really well, and the footage you're looking at is me playing the team deathmatch in the Switch version of Doom. So, I think it's a good sign that because Wolfenstein Youngblood, if you're going to play a lot of co-op, which I think there's a good chance I personally will, there's a good sign and that it's going to play really, really, really well on the Switch. And I'm really glad that Bethesda is continuing to support the Switch. And I really hope this keeps going, because even though it's really amazing, the Switch is getting some really great third-party games, and I myself have picked up many of these third-party titles, I was really concerned that is there going to be a point where it just stops, kind of like what happened with the Wii U, where when it first came out, it had quite a bit of third-party support, but when newer consoles started coming out, a lot of third-party developers left the Wii U. So I was kind of concerned something like that would happen to Switch, because games like Skyrim and Octopath Traveler, these RPG games, and it's not just RPG games, but I'm just saying I was concerned that third-party developers were going to think that only certain genres like RPGs would sell well on the Switch, whereas games like first-person shooters, But I am really glad to see that Bethesda is continuing to support it, because I definitely feel there's a very vocal fan base that really wants more games like Wolfenstein Youngblood or Doom to come to the Switch. I myself am one of them. One of my favorite things to do on the Nintendo Switch is actually playing Doom online multiplayer. And I think in the case of those 2 particular games, because the Switch versions of both those games came out quite a while after they did on the other consoles, I think the momentum sort of dried up. That sort of honeymoon phase was long past, and maybe that was part of why, people didn't really pick them up. I guess there was also this kind of skepticism going around with Doom and Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, and I admittedly don't really blame people for being skeptical, because even though I was really excited to hear that both those games came to Switch, at first I was kind of concerned just in terms of, these are newer generation games, but I am concerned, will they run well on the Switch's hardware, with that NVIDIA Tegra processor? I mean, I've heard before that the Tegra processor is just slightly powered down compared to something like the original Xbox One, so it gave me a little hope, but I was really concerned. But thankfully, both Doom and Wolfenstein 2 Colossus play really, really well on the Switch, so I hope that because Wolfenstein Youngblood, and I believe Doom Eternal, since those games are set to come out around the same time as they are on the other consoles, I hope that because that momentum is still there and the hunger is still there, more people will buy the Switch version. And I'm just saying on a side note, with Doom on the Switch's sales, I could kind of tell, because at times it's a little bit hard to find some players to compete with in Team Deathmatch. So I hope with these newer games, since they're coming out around the same time as the other systems, that more people will give the Switch version a chance, especially since, they play really well. And I'm not just saying that myself, I play Doom on the Switch all the time. I would say halfway through Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. And speaking of which, I kind of have a feeling maybe the reason why Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus didn't sell well on Switch is because it's basically the single-player game. I haven't finished it yet, so if there's any additional modes I can unlock, please let me know. But it just kind of felt like, oh, hey, a first-person shooter game where you shoot Nazis, and oh, look, you can shoot with 2 guns at once, and I kind of felt maybe in the case of The New Colossus, a lot of people didn't really see I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I enjoyed the game myself, but I'm kind of wondering maybe people didn't see that sort of spark in the case of Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, and maybe that's why people held back. But hopefully this time with Wolfenstein Youngblood, it definitely sounds pretty exciting with the new co-op mode, and especially that buddy pass system. I'm really excited to try that out with my friend Ross, and hopefully this time it'll be an even more fun experience, and that it'll run well on the Switch just like its predecessor did. So yeah, so I'm definitely hoping for the best. I'm definitely really excited that Youngblood is coming to Switch, and that Bethesda and Machine Games are like, let's have another go at it. Maybe this time, because we can get this version out, or at least we hope to get this version out the same time as it is on the other consoles, that it will sell even more units. So we'll have to wait and see. Regardless, I'm really excited for this game. So until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you guys for watching. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and feel free to leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell to get notified when I release my latest videos. Follow me at Blood Moon Bobby on your favorite social media platforms to take part in polls, see my tech tips, and to hear about my video plans. Thanks for watching.